So you just created your YouTube channel, and now you want to know what to do next. Stay tuned for today's episode because we're going to talk about that and more. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mr. Pickles. If it's your first time to the channel, welcome. We're glad to have you. And if it's not your first time, welcome back. So in today's episode, we're going to talk about, so you just created your YouTube channel, you got your picture and your name, and you're sitting with no content wondering, how do I make and upload a video? If you're wondering that, you've come to the right place. Let's just jump in and get started. So the first thing that you need to do is open up Amazon and search gaming microphones, and then you have a bunch of options from a bunch of different price ranges. This and webcams will be the only thing that you'll need to spend money on. So definitely take some time. I would recommend anywhere from $20 to $40 microphones. You can get really good ones for $40. Just anything. Now, your computer does have a built-in microphone, but the quality is very poor. So I would definitely recommend ordering yourself a better microphone. And I personally don't use a webcam, but if you were going to have a webcam and you wanted to show your face, open up Amazon, gaming webcams, bunch of options. Pick out whatever one you want. Alrighty, now that you have your microphone and your webcam, if you want one, we're going to go to a website, pop it into Google, called Panzoid. Click on the first one, and they have tons of free templates for intros and outros. So I'm going to click one that I like. Let's go the light blue intro template, and let's open it up in Clipmaker. Now, once you get in here, for the sake, you can press the eyeball icon and hit play. I'm going to mute it for the video purposes because they tend to be very loud. But, so now you can see what it looks like. Perfect. And you can notice it says name. So now it's done. It's going to start playing again. So what we can do is we can go into the editor on the side. Which one? I think it's objects. There we go. So now we can come to where it says name, and we can change the name. So let's pretend our name is going to be Waffles. So you would enter your channel name, but I'm just going to change it to Waffles because that seems like a really fun channel name. Make sure that everything is the same. Okay, now that we have our name changed, we can go ahead, click play, watch it, watch the intro, make sure we like it. We do, perfect. Hit pause. Come down and hit download. Leave it at balanced and keep it at MKV. Start render, and now we wait until this finishes. Okay, now that this is done rendering, we can go back to Panzoid, back out to all of the templates, find an outro, open it up. I've already done that, and then click play. Make sure we like it. I would recommend no more than 20 seconds because that will come in handy later. Alright, so let's say we like this one. I like the way it looks. So we'll go ahead, click download. You can change anything if you want. Now we render it again. Okay, now our intro and outro are both done, so we can download our video. Click on this. And we can come over to our other tab and download this one too. And they will both download onto our computer. Alright, now that that is downloaded onto our computer, we can forget about that for a little while, and we can go ahead and open up OBS. OBS will be our recording software, so you can go ahead and download it for whatever you will be using and go ahead and get that on your computer. I won't be downloading it right now because I already have it and I'm using it to record this video, but I will leave a video in the description on how to download it. Okay, once OBS is downloaded, you can go ahead and open it up, and this screen will pop up. The only difference is in this will be a giant black square, and these two squares in the bottom left will be empty. Now, when you go ahead, I would recommend looking at the video in the description on how to use OBS for the technical settings to get the best resolution for your computer. Once that's done, you can go ahead to the bottom left where it says Scenes, click right click, and click Add. Then you could add a new scene, and then click on that scene. Okay? After that's done, it'll be like scene 1 or whatever, and then come over to Sources, right click again. I can't do it because if I do it, then the recording will cut away. So right click again, click Add. It will give you a ton of options, audio inputs, so if you had a microphone, and then the two choices that you're going to look for is display capture and game capture. Display capture records your screen, so whatever is on your screen, it will record, and game capture records the game that you choose for it to record. After that, go on to whatever game you want, hit start recording, and record the entire video, get talking, do whatever you want to do, and then when you're done, just click stop recording. Then you can come up to the top left corner and click on File. Then scroll down and click on Show Recordings. And you will see this pops up. I'm going to make it the big screen. These are all of the OBS recordings. Will go to your Videos tab, and you can find them. They will be sorted by date and time. You can rename them to make it easier for yourself, but this is where you'll find your recordings. Alright, now that we have our recording, we're going to go to edit it. And for editing, I have two options. We have DaVinci Resolve. Plug that into Google. DaVinci Resolve 16 will pop up. Go ahead and click download. I will have a video in the description how to download it. You do have to put in your email. If you can't put in your email, or you want something that's not as high tech, you can go ahead and download Shotcut. I'll have a video how to download and use Shotcut because I will not be showing how to use Shotcut in this video. DaVinci Resolve is definitely the better of the two, and it is crazy how much free stuff you get from DaVinci Resolve. Okay, after you've finished downloading DaVinci Resolve, you will get two shortcuts. Go ahead and click the one that has color. Once you do that, DaVinci Resolve will pop up, and you can go ahead and click New Project in the bottom right. Once you have your new project open, you can go ahead and notice that there are 7 tabs on the bottom. You should open up into the far left tab, but if you don't, go ahead and click on the far left at the bottom. This is your media pool. You can come up to the upper left, and it will be empty along here. You can go ahead and right click and click Add a Folder into Media Pool. Click the folder in your documents that you want, and it should reveal for you where all your videos are. Go ahead and take the file that you want for your recording and drag it into this box right here. Now, if you're on Shotcut right now, you can go ahead and skip this step because it wants video files in MKV. If you are not in Shotcut and you are using DaVinci Resolve, go ahead and open up Cloud Convert and convert them from MKV to MP4. You can go ahead and select it right here. Alright, once you've put in your intro and outro, check to make sure that the conversion is right, MKV to MP4, and then click Convert. Alright, once it's finished, you can go ahead and click Download for both. Once that's finished downloading onto your computer, you can come ahead and open back up DaVinci Resolve and find the video. Once you find them, just go ahead and drag them into your media file, and then go ahead and click the third tab. And this will pop up. This is going to be your editor where you can edit your videos. Let's go ahead to the top left corner and let's click on Media Pool. This will show us all the videos that we have available, and we can go ahead and now drag them into our editing place. We take our intro first, and we'll do our outro last. Okay, once your intro is in and it looks good, we can open up the effects library just underneath the media pool, and we're going to grab a dissolve, any of them. I personally like blur the most, and we're going to pop it. Actually, we have to zoom in a little bit, and we're just going to pop it at the front of here. You're going to put your intro and your outro on the first line, and your video itself on the second line. This is so later you can control the volumes. That way so your intro is not too loud. Because if your intro is loud and then your video is quiet, that's immediately going to give your viewer a bad taste. Alright, once your video is edited to where you like it, you can go ahead and play around with video transitions, audio transitions, titles to write text, tons of stuff. Then you can go to music, which is the 6th tab. It's the little music note, and you can go ahead and play with the audio. This is up to you. I would recommend listening to your video yourself and tweak it until all the audio is consistent. Then what we're going to do is we're going to click on the rocket ship, and this will help us export our video. Once the video pops up, go ahead and click YouTube in the top left. That way so the video is made for what we want. Go ahead and title it whatever game you want. Get the title. This would probably be Prison Architect episode, I think it's episode 12. So just go ahead and title that. Find the location where you want this file to go. I want it to enter my videos, so I will click videos and then save it. Okay, so I have to change it to, I already have a Prison Architect episode 12, so I will do 12.b and save it. And then you can go ahead and pick whatever resolution you want. I personally like 380, 3840, and 2160. Go to your second tab and click the top right button right here, and this is where you can select your resolution. Make sure that whatever you select on the on this page is the same thing you select on the final page, because that will help the video look better. Alright, so make sure you match it up, and once that's done, everything else you can click Add to Render Queue. It'll pop up over here, and then once you're ready for it to start rendering, you can click Start Render. Keep in mind that this video does not require Wi-Fi to render onto your computer, which will definitely help if you're ever in a situation when you are out of Wi-Fi and you don't have anything to do. Okay, so we're going to click it, and it will take probably about anywhere from an hour to 4 hours, depending on how long your video is. Okay, now that our video is complete, we can come to YouTube and create and upload a video, and then we can drop it into the slot that way so it can upload to YouTube. So select files. Here it is. You can click open and it'll go ahead and get that ready. While we wait for that, we're going to go ahead and open up a website called Canva. Click on a video, and we are going to make our thumbnail. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Photos, and I'm going to get one of their they have tons of free photos, but I'm just going to get a background. So let's go dark blue. I like this one, so then I'll go ahead and select it as our background. Next, what we can do is we can open up Google or Bing, and we can plug in PNG, and what will pop up are a bunch of pictures from, like, let's say FORTNITE, and it'll have this kind of textured background. And what happens is when you save an image and you bring it over to Canva, the background will disappear, and only the part that you want to see will be there. So as you can see, FORTNITE has no background, and that makes it super easy because we can use our background. So we can go back and let's find maybe some characters. Okay, and once you add in your characters and you like the way that it looks, we can go ahead and click on elements, and what we can do is we can add squares and rectangles wherever we want. So I'm going to go ahead and put a tiny little rectangle down here. I'm going to make it a black rectangle, and then I'm going to go to text and add a heading, and on this I'm just going to say episode 1, and then I'm going to move it into the box and the center. Now I like the way that everything has kind of come out, and what I will do is I will click on the 3 buttons in the top, download, and I will download it as a PNG. Now we come back to our YouTube video that is currently finished uploading, and we can go to thumbnail and we can put our file for the picture in. And this actually goes to illustrate my point perfectly. I was hoping this would happen. So in certain situations, it'll say this file is bigger than 2 megabytes, and it will not take it. What you have to do in this circumstance is you need to go back, click the 3 buttons, download, and then download as a JPEG. And then that should fix your problem. So now we upload the smaller file size, and perfect, we got our FORTNITE title. We can go ahead and add a description. I would recommend taking quite a bit of time, talk about the episode, if you have what microphone you use, any affiliate sites, all of that in the description. Get a nice title. Okay, now that we got our fun title, and we can go ahead and add it to a playlist if you want. You can create a playlist for FORTNITE. Definitely make it public. Create, add it to. Just go ahead and if you want to make playlists, go for it. I would recommend, unless your content is very much catered toward children, say it's not made for kids, because if you select yes, they will not allow you to have your comments on. Once that's done, click more options. If there is paid promotion or endorsement in your video, click that button, and then we get to tags. This is a very, very helpful page. You have 500 characters, and I would say absolutely go crazy. Okay, so I would recommend using all 500 characters, because what it does is if someone types any of these words into the search bar, my video is more likely to pop up because I have these words in my tags. So definitely keep that in mind. You can select a language, recording location and date if you want. Select what you'll be using. I go gaming because that's what we're recording, and then you can always plug in the game. I find that helps with the video. So that means we're done on this page. We have everything we need. So next we go to video elements, and we're going to add an end screen. That is really loud. Okay, right here. Let's go back 10 seconds. And our video is about to end. Fades out. Bam. Okay, so now let's go here. We can move this. And there we go. Now once our video ends, all of our stuff pops up. We can go ahead and click save on that. And then we're going to go to viability. Now you can publish your video right away, but what I recommend doing is use the schedule feature and schedule it for a time. I would recommend either 12 o'clock at noon or do 3 o'clock. I'll go 3:15 and then schedule it. It'll tell you that it's done, and just like that, you created your first YouTube video. It'll go ahead and get posted, and people can start watching. Now all you have to do is just repeat the process and start pumping out content. I would recommend try your best to make the best content that you can. It'll definitely help you in your later days of the channel when you have good content to back you up. And that's going to do it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, maybe drop a like. And if you have any questions or concerns, just leave them in the comment section below or check the description for a video that answers your question. Thank you all very much for watching. I'm Mr. Pickles, and I hope you have an awesome day.